Well, I get it. I have an office of 180 agents kind of thing. There always has to be at least one extremely badass alpha male, and I think he is definitely in the studio today, Mr. Kris McCullough.
That's me.
That's you, buddy. Greetings, Signature Spotlight Series. This is the bald guy in the red tie, John Butler, your favorite bald-headed, red tie wearing show host, with Miss Susan Ebert, the prettiest broker we've ever had.
Yeah, because I'm the only one you've ever had.
That's right. And the alpha, the badass, the Harley riding, vest wearing, deal slinging, puzzle solving, networking genius, Kris McCullough.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, bud.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Good to be here.
Yeah. Well, so we actually had your better half on the show probably about 6 months ago, and she couldn't stop raving about your geniusness. So we thought we'd bring you into the studio today.
She's a liar.
Yeah?
No.
Good. You married good.
I did. Yeah, I got a good one.
She's a good marketer. She's marketing you.
I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been married to her for a little while.
She accepted your counteroffer, so I don't know.
She's accepted a lot. And I got lucky. I mean, between deployments and everything else, and plus I'm an odd person on occasion. She's really stuck in there with me, so can't complain.
Now talk about dynamic duos.
Yeah.
Because we've had some married couples on the show, and everybody has their own dynamic and stuff like that. But what you two have created, you and Kim, is phenomenal. I mean, you guys, you know, and that's what I want to get into today is kind of how you guys have things structured as far as your personal life, your professional life, because what you guys have accomplished in a relatively short amount of time has been phenomenal.
Cool.
So
I think they've changed real estate.
Yeah.
How it works, the teams,
Not yet.
the dynamics. Well, you're working on it.
We're working on it.
Yeah.
Not yet. We're working on it.
One little piece at a time.
Well, I think when it comes to real estate, like if I were to look at like Purple Brick or, I mean, geez, there's so many now, right?
Yeah.
Redfin, it used to only be Redfin. Of course, now Zillow's jumping in there. Everybody's trying to find a way to be disruptive.
Yeah.
And you know, I can respect that. We're in business. Anybody that's in business, you're trying to find a way to actually make more money. That's kind of part of it. And I think we just wanted to be disruptive, but in a different way. We wanted to be disruptive within the system, not by creating a new wheel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? By creating a new system.
Yeah.
And I think we really wanted to do it our way, which is a more honest way. I don't want to. I remember we were here. There was a little speaking thing, and everybody's up there, and I got up there, and they started asking questions. Well, how should a real estate agent dress? Everybody starts going down the line, and I'm just shaking my head because I'm like, nobody's going to want to hear what's about to come out of my mouth. I want to do what I want to do because I deeply believe I'm going to connect and attract the individuals that are like me. I want to work with people like me.
Yeah.
And I think part of trying to do that is being more disruptive in the sense of if there's 10 agents over here, and 9 times out of 10 they hear some podcast or they watch some video, and it's like watching a herd of freaking lemmings run to the next shiny object, right? So nobody sits down and masters any of the basics. They say, well, this new thing, I remember, direct mail, everybody's doing direct mail. Oh, now it's cold calling, everybody's doing cold calling. Okay, great. I just sit there and look at them and go, where? Okay, so you're all over there? I'm going that way.
Yeah.
And I just go the complete opposite way. And it's so goofy because it's like, wow, you guys are you're world shaking. It's no different than you line up 10 people. 9 of the 10 are jumping around, wearing, I don't know, flamingo outfits. Okay, there we go. We'll go with flamingo outfits. So we're wearing flamingo outfits and making a wreck of themselves. And then there's another person sitting there, and you got to pick one of them, right? So what is this, sort of like that dating show or whatever? That's so weird to me. The what's the name of that thing? The Bachelor?
Oh, yeah.
The Bachelor? Okay,
Yeah.
so I know a lot of girls that are into The Bachelor. It is that's a disturbing show to me. I don't understand it. I'm like, okay, so let me get this right. In the hashtag Me Too movement, in today's world, somehow this is exciting, condoned, and cheered. It's like, way to go. This guy literally just made out with 3 different girls the same night.
So gross.
Kicked out one of them,
Yeah,
handed
it's
off a
wrong.
rose. Anyways. Okay, so my point is, if the one guy's sitting there, right, and he's just reading a book, minding his own business, who are you looking at? It's not the 9 flamingo people. You're like, what's wrong with that guy? And to me, that's really the core base of being disruptive.
Yeah.
The core base of being disruptive is literally going the opposite direction and attracting attention, ideally genuinely.
Yeah.
Genuinely, which most people won't do.
Right.
Most agents are not genuine. I'll never forget an agent that was trying to join our team. He walks up and he goes, and I think he thought he was being funny, but I'm built funny. And he looks at me and says, oh man, your shoe game's weak. And I looked at him. I says, well, before we sat down for this interview, I looked up your stats and your bank account's weak. But nice shoes. But again, that's an agent mentality. It's like, oh, I got this Breitling watch. I don't even wear a damn watch. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care about your Breitling. I don't work with people that wear Breitling watches.
Yeah.
Now, some of them, I work with a lot of high-end clients. They still don't wear Breitling watches. So I think it's just a different mindset. We're trying to genuinely and honestly help people. You're either starting a chapter, you're ending a chapter, or closing a chapter. And if I genuinely care about people, which I do, and I genuinely want to help somebody, money is a byproduct. Money is a byproduct. It's not something that I'm chasing personally. Money is just something that happens because I happen to be obsessed about selling real estate and helping people in the process.
Yeah.
And I'm good with that. So if that means my shoe game's weak, I mean, these things, I think I even have
I
a
like
hole
your
in them.
shoes. I kind of
they
like
got
your
a hole.
shoes.
Well, then great. I got a hole in my shoe. Whatever.